And he continued criticizing Bitcoin even throughout 2021 on his Truth social platform that he created after his suspension of the Twitter account. So what has happened? How could Trump become that glorified crypto president suddenly? And this is so key to understand. Trump didn't change his mind for nothing. Trump is a genius in populism. He really knows how it works to speak the language of the people and to tell them what he stands for, to tell them that he is for the interest of the people. He is representing these voters in the United States. And that's, I don't want to discuss with you whether that's good or bad what he does, but it's one thing that is for certain. He knows how to speak the language of the population. And he changed his mind, obviously, because he saw, or his team, his analysts, whoever, they saw that there was a shift in the general population, in the attitude towards cryptocurrencies. So he couldn't neglect that any longer. He couldn't say crypto was bad because he wanted to be a representative of these people, right? As a president, he really needs to speak for the majority. And what he realized, or his team realized, is that the crypto zeitgeist is completely different now than it was 5 years ago. So he had to shift. And again, here it was dictated by Bitcoin. It was dictated by crypto from the people to the president, or to the candidate back then. Right now, he's the new elected president for the next term. But it was the people who suggested him that he has to change his mind if he wants the vote of them. And that's key to understand, that Trump, as such a smart genius in communications and populism, that he is able to really adapt to what the voters want. Generally speaking, that's what a politician should do in a representative democracy, that they are changing their mind if the population that they are speaking for, that they are working for, is changing their mind on something. So what are the commitments that Trump has made towards the people concerning cryptocurrencies? And there are 5 major points that we could say that are very relevant and that will change the future of Bitcoin and crypto forever, because the United States will get a regulation for cryptocurrencies which will be more favorable for cryptocurrencies than it would be under a democratic leadership, probably more favorable than it would have worked out with a next term for Biden, right? So, and I don't know if he keeps his promises, but number 1 is very important, and probably the most important. He promised that the United States will get a strategic Bitcoin reserve. That's like a gold reserve, a Bitcoin reserve. And this is fundamentally shifting the whole momentum of Bitcoin, because it will create a run by countries on Bitcoin. Nobody will want to be lost. And if the United States, as the biggest stock, starts to acquire cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, the other countries, they gotta follow, right? And I'm also thinking that it could be that we see a front run attempt by several countries. So before Trump is in power in January, and before Trump can actually put this strategy in place, that other countries start to front run him to get their Bitcoin reserves ready to buy cheaper than the biggest stock does. And yeah, if you looked at the Bitcoin price, it already exploded. We made a new all-time high. And yeah, it's better to buy earlier. That's also what the European Central Bank said. I made a video about it recently. I will link it up here. So if you're interested in what the central bank said, or why they say you should buy Bitcoin as soon as possible, I speak about it in this video. Yeah, the second thing that Trump promised to do is that he will create an advisory council, and the advisory council should consist of experts from the industry. So it really will be smart people from crypto. It will not be these old TradFi guys that have no idea what it is. And that means that the policy around crypto could be much more favorable for our technology, for cryptocurrencies in the future. The third thing, and this is also very fun fact for many here in this industry, right? He will fire Gary Gensler. And that's something super easy. He will most likely do it very soon. And he said he will put in place a crypto-friendly person. Similar to the council, this is very, very good for crypto because it will be somebody that understands much more about it and that will make the regulation in the States much more favorable for that industry and for all of it. Number 4, he strongly opposed a CBDC. So the United States won't create a central bank digital currency under his term. That means during the next 4 years, there won't be any CBDC by the United States. Maybe they create a stable coin, maybe they won't, we don't know yet. But generally speaking, that's a good thing for everybody that is opposed to this CBDC stuff and all this dystopia that it might bring to the table, right? And then number 5, he will foster Bitcoin mining in the United States. We all know he is not as deep in crypto as we are, right? So he doesn't know that Bitcoin mining is very, very decentralized and liberal. So he said all the future Bitcoin will be mined in the United States, which certainly won't happen. And Trump can't change that, but he can certainly help and support miners with his policy. So yeah, let's see what happens next. I really believe that the all-time high we saw on the election date was just the start. So if you want to miss nothing during this bull run, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to not miss any update on crypto. I wish you all the best. Your Alex.